Hey, what's up, y'all? And what we're going to do another preview and prediction video. So today we're going to do the Kansas Jayhawks. Now, uh, uh, of course, this is a team that used to be perennially the worst team in the Power Five, which is now the Power Four. Of course, known for losing. I mean, for only winning like 0, 1, or 2 or 3 games every year. But not anymore. Lance Leipold has brought this program back to life. So yeah, we didn't think that it was was possible that Kansas could ever be saved. But just look at them now, and wow. I mean, of course, 2022 going 6-6, finally making a bowl game for the first time in like 15 years or 14 years, or yeah, something like that. Anyway, and then 6-7, losing to Arkansas in their bowl game. And then, of course, 2023, I figured, I guess they'll go, 6-6 again. I think that they're going to run it back and make another bowl game. Instead, they're going 8-4, 9-4 with a bowl win. Of course, you did also beat Oklahoma last year. Yeah, that was a big win. So, but anyway, yeah. So let's see about this year. But yeah, it used to be, as a Kansas fan, can we win one Big 12 game? Now it's, we expect to at least make a bowl game. Basically, kind of what Lance Leipold is doing at Kansas is similar to what James Franklin was doing at Vandy. Or you look at what Matt Campbell has been doing with Iowa State. So anyway, so I guess. But anyway, so let's talk more about this year now. Of course, you do lose your quarterback, Jason Bean. Yeah, you got signed with the Colts. Now, of course, you do also. So Jason Bean last year was like 2,100 yards and like 18 touchdowns to what was it? 7 interceptions, about 10 yards per attempt. So yeah. So he's gone. He was the starting quarterback for most of the season. But now he was really supposed to be the backup. But you do bring back Jalen Daniels, who was supposed to be your starting quarterback last year. Uh, but but he ended up missing most of the season, dealt with some injuries. So yeah, so he actually missed the first game. Daniels did, and then he started the next three. So in those 3 games, you threw for 700 yards. He had like 74% completion percentage and about 9 yards per attempt. 5 touchdowns to only 1 interception. So yeah, I mean he was looking really good in those 3 starts. Now, unfortunately, he did suffer a season-ending injury. So, and then Daniels was also the starter last year, but he did en- end up missing a few games, getting banged up here and there. So, uh, but anyway, so yeah, so the concern is, can Jalen Daniels stay healthy? That's really what your season's success really hinges on that. So, uh, but anyway, and then let's talk about your running backs. So you did bring back Devin Neal, who had 1,200 yards and 16 touchdowns, and he had like it was getting 6 yards a carry. And then you also bring back Daniel Highshaw Jr. Is the backup running back. So, uh, but anyway, and then your wide receivers, tight ends. Yeah, so you bring everyone back there to all your starters. Your your leading receiver, Lawrence Arnold, as well as Quentin Skinner and Luke Grimm, and tight end Mason Fairchild. So, again, last year your offense, yeah, you were scoring about 35 points per game and 446 yards a game. So, yeah, so I think that's your offense. That I mean, you can have a good offense again if Jalen Daniels can stay healthy. So now, taking a look at your defense. Um, Last year, your defense, I think they allowed like 378 yards per game and 27 points per game. Yeah, so your defense was mid last year. Yeah, it was just average. So, uh, but anyway, so now you do lose several starters and key players on defense. Uh, so we can talk about the defensive line first. So you did lose your defensive tackle, Gage Keys, did transfer to Auburn, but you and you also lose a co-starter at your other defensive tackle spot in Devin Phillips. So, but you do bring back defensive tackle. You do bring back Tommy Dunn Jr., who, like I said, was like a co-starter with Devin Phillips, and then he'll also be helped out by DJ Withers Jr., Caleb Taylor, and Keon Caldwell. So anyway, so now for your linebackers, you do lose Rich Miller. He was your best linebacker, but he ran out of your second leading tackler, but he ran out of eligibility. So, and then also you do lose Craig Young to the NFL draft. He signed with the Colts. But you do bring back J.B. Brown and Taiwan Barry Hill Jr. So, and then it's now we talk about your secondary. Now you do lose your leading tackler, safety. If the Kenny Logan Jr. And your but you do bring back safeties, Marvin Grant and O.J. Burrows, and your two cornerbacks, Mello Dotson and Kobe Bryant. So, but anyway, yes, like I said, offense should be decent if Jalen Daniels can stay healthy, and but I do have some concerns about your defense with you losing several starters. So, but anyway, how about we go ahead and take a look at your schedule. So anyway, so you do start out week 1 against Lindenwood, and now 3 years ago, this would not have been a guaranteed win, but as a program, you are beyond struggling to beat teams like Lindenwood, so you should just completely demolish them. And then up next, you are at Illinois. And of course, you blew out Illinois last year. Plus, it's early in the season where your team will be the most healthy, and you blew them out last year. Like I said, you were up big in that game, so it took your foot off the gas in the second half and let Illinois, come back a little bit. So it was not as close as the score says. But anyway, but I think that you will beat Illinois again. And then after that, you do play UNLV. And of course, you met in a bowl game last year, and you blew them out then. UNLV did score some garbage points toward the end, and I would expect a similar result out of you this year. All right, so that's your non-con, and you're starting out 3-0. So now let's get into your Big 12 schedule here, and you do open conference play on the road at West Virginia, and yeah, I think this is gonna be a loss. West Virginia was pretty good last year. They won 9 games, and this is on the road, so I think that's where you take your first loss. But then after that, you get TCU. Now they were bad last year. Of course, the year before, after losing the national championship, of course, went 5-7 last year, and you do get them at home. So I think that will be another win. And then after that, you are at Arizona State, and they are absolutely horrible. Yeah, one of the worst teams in the Power Four. That should be a win. And that takes you into your first bye week. And then you come out of that. You do play Houston. And it was a rough year for Houston last year. I mean, they still basically have a group of 5 roster, basically. Trying to, get better players for, being a Power 4 team now, and it was a rough first year for Houston. Last year probably won't be as bad this year, but yeah, I still think that's going to be a win. And then after that, you play at Kansas State, your big brother. I mean, now, when was the last time you beat Kansas State? Right, it must have been a long time ago, right? Right, it must have been something. What, maybe like 15 years ago. Yeah, it's been more than a decade, probably. So, but anyway, and yeah, I do think that Kansas State is just the better team again this year, even though you played them tough last year. But I mean, until you do beat K-State, I mean, I just can't pick you to do it. So, but anyway, so now moving on, that takes you in your second bye week. You come out of that, You play Iowa State and at BYU. I have these at back-to-back losses. So that'll be 3 straight losses in a row. So yes, I know that you did beat Iowa State last year, but not this year. I just have a feeling that they're just going to beat you. And then after that, you're beat up after the back-to-back losses. Well, yeah, and back-to-back losses. Anyways, I think that that you do have to go on the road to Provo, and I just think you get caught with another loss. Yes, I know. I mean, you might be favored against Iowa State and BYU, but of course, the favored team, doesn't always win. But anyway, I just don't think that you can be, consistent enough, to win every game that you're supposed to win. So, but anyway, after that, you do get back on track. You play Colorado. Should be the cure for whatever ails you. So yeah, I've got you beating Colorado. And then after that, you play at Baylor, who was 3-9 last year. Probably not going to be as bad this year. But yeah, I'm still picking you to beat Baylor. Okay, in the season on a 2-game win streak. Okay, all right, so there you go. So I'll put you at 8-4. Yes, so and 5-4 in the Big 12. So same record as last year. So, but anyway. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Give me your record prediction for Kansas. And thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.